So next season we'll have a new map just around that area there, I think. And there are players really dropping off, probably to dock and maybe to standoff. And they're heading for practice range. But so are other players. It's going to be a very big fight. And they're easily, that's 1 or 2 squads, I think. And they'll have to loot very quickly. Oh, Rose is down by UNMC. Nah, it's trying to play it safe, but she has to get her friend's dog tag. And Cookie is still without a weapon. And Joven got a player with the GKS. It's going to be quite hard to get Rose's dog tag considering the distance and the open space between the 3 players and her box. And Cookie managed to get one of the AK-47. Very good accuracy by Cookie, and she controlled the recoil well. And now trying to get that player. And now, and Cookie got the UNMC player. That was good play by the 3 girls. And Joven got Rose's tag to scan. And Joven is using a PDW with the ASM-10. Not particularly her favorite weapon, the ASM-10. Cookie's got a BY and AK-47 with a vest level 1. Enemy helicopters coming very near, and there could be, you could see a war soon because the heli doesn't seem to be wanting to go away. Instead, biding their time and whatnot. And probably the team would wish they had a FHJ with them. Now it's with 117 and the Type 25. But she doesn't have any medical supplies with her. And she sees players, I think a squad is quite close to her. But they're taking the heli and they are leaving. Joven's gonna lead the pack and check whether the coast is clear. "60 players left." That's still a lot. And Rose has got back into the scene again. They're going for the upgrade, their skill.
Chip ready for upgrade. Delivered.
But the helicopter is just hovering above them. They will have to be very careful because this is very fairly open ground, and I believe the enemies can see them. Yup, there's two on the hill. The positioning is not very ideal, and they can clearly see Clan RE on the slope. But maybe, just maybe. Oh, and the squad is running away. I think Na is gonna. Let's see. Jovin. Oh, the zone is caught up. So nobody wants to engage with anyone because they do not want to die in the zone. And it's probably best for both teams. Still looting the team because they just don't have enough stuff with them. Rose managed to find a vest level 2 for herself. And Jovin trying to look out for her team to see if there's anyone just around the estate area. But it's a bit of a shame that no one has FHJ, because that would have been very useful against the helicopter that just keeps hovering above them. Oh, and Na is picking up something. And Na does pick up something behind the tree. A player. But that player does get away. Na got a few shots in, but not enough to take the player down. Jovin is on the rush. And Jovin got that player. It's UNMC Queen. And Jovin managed to rush and killed that player. So we're down to 50 players now. And by the looks of the map, the fight might take place either in pipeline, circus, or estate, depending on where the circle goes. It'll definitely not be in the water, but it could be on the hills, just on the west of pipeline and
Chip
circus.
terminal is almost ready. The safe zone is collapsing.
You have to be very careful and probably try and pick out that sniper first. And I think Joven might want to lead the team to camp in this big building. And it's a good idea because they want to shelter themselves from the sniper. I think Cookie has enough stuff with her. But what are they all doing in the toilet? And it's down to 44 players. Again, the helicopter is hovering above. And DW has taken out GM, but GM Canary has taken out a DW player. And by the looks of it, they are very strong female players.
Players are eliminated.
And all the pro clans are in DW, DK, GM, AXE, MYP, NXP. All these are very, very strong teams. Even MYT and AXE is in this custom room game. I think they might be waiting for the zone to shrink before they make the next move. But one thing about the state is it's quite open space, I would say, in terms of the terrain. And airborne has been activated. They're probably just gonna look out. Just probably give a quick scout, and maybe, just maybe, they might engage the enemy. And Joven's gonna make the first move first, and they've put a marking to probably try and camp at that area.
The safe zone is collapsing.
But the zone is collapsing, and they probably cannot stay any longer because the zone will hurt. It will deduct 5 HP, and you have to be very careful here because this hill is quite open. Oh, and there are players. Joven's taken out one, and they've taken out another. Na has taken out a player. And that was very quick reflexes by the team. Well played Na and Nivo Jovin. But Na is picking up an airborne. I believe there's 2 activated enemy airbornes, and they're gonna have to be very careful again. Circus seems to be quite a high risk place by the looks of it. And Rose is still in the air just to see if there's anyone. But the zone is not really in their favor. They are quite far from the safe zone, so perhaps they might even wait for the airborne to be activated. Down to 18 players left. And BK and NXP is having a war. And definitely enemies are nearby by the sounds of it. I could see airborne. And the zone is collapsing, and they have to really be quick to move in, because if they don't, 1 or 2 of them will surely die, so they don't have a choice but to move in. And the zone is coming close on them, and even Cookie is they might not be able to make it. Oh, but they did. And airborne's been activated. Jovin is left with Na. Na trying to look for a good position. Jovin has landed. But so far she's not picking up anything, because they might be just hovering above her. And they've taken the high ground though, Clan RE. And Joe has laid out the first aid kit.
Terminal is almost ready.
Oh, and their players. Can Joe get her? Joe activates a skill. Oh, and Cookie caught that player. Luckily, Cookie got in time. And very quick backup by Cookie with the AK-47, and they have to move very quickly now. This is a very pivotal moment in this CR. And the enemy has a lower ground. MYT still is in this game. War Machine, they have to be very careful. To be very, very careful here.
Down to the last 5 players.
Last 5 players, come on, Clan RE. Cookie activates a skill. And Jovin wins. And the team, she's won it for the team. Well played. What a match.